Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for your attendance at the meeting today of the Shared Services Joint Committee. Can we start off for apologies for non-attendance? I think I can just apologise. George is just running a little bit late. He's in another meeting that's overrun. Is there any other apologies?
Yes, thank you, Chair. We've received apologies from Councillors Mike Callum and Jonathan Nunn, and Councillor Phil Larratt is here as substitute.
Okay. We're missing one, aren't we? No, it's just us three, isn't it? Of course. Okay, so the minutes of the meeting that was Shared Services Joint Committee held on the 20th of September. Are we happy with those? Yep. Thank you. Do we need a vote on that? Yeah. All in favour? Thank you. Okay, members' declarations of interest, item 3. Is there any declarations of interest from members? No? Okay. So, item 4, notifications to address the meeting. Have we any notifications to address the meeting? Thank you very much. So, Chair's announcements. There's no Chair's announcements at this point in time. So we move on to item 6, learning and development apprenticeship disaggregation. And Alison Golding is here, or Adele Wiley, to present.
Yeah, I think so. We'll do a bit of a dumb back. I think Adele is a star because it's going from a kind of MNC presentation.
Over to you, Adele.
Thank you, Chair. Oh. Okay, thank you. So the North hosted apprenticeship function was due to be disaggregated by the 31st of March 2024. So as well as delivering a hosted service to West Northants through the inter-authority agreement, the function also delivers apprenticeship services to Northamptonshire Children's Trust and Milton Keynes Council, and that's through separate service level agreements and maintained schools across North, West and Milton Keynes. The detailed disaggregation fact checks and an impact assessment were completed, and a number of options were considered for the future of the Learning and Development Apprenticeship Service. A financial appraisal of the service and liaison with finance colleagues has been undertaken, and that's led to the recommendations that are contained within the report. The NNC Apprenticeship Service comprises of 2 key operational areas. That's an in-house apprenticeship training provider team, and they deliver a number of apprenticeships internally. We also have an apprenticeship team who manage the levy accounts, procure and source external apprenticeship courses, and quality assess learner experience and providers. So in order to fully utilise the apprenticeship levy, organisations can choose to either source their apprenticeships internally, externally, or they can undertake a combination of both, and that's depending on the need and the type of apprenticeship required. The in-house training provider team currently offer 3 apprenticeships as part of the hosted service arrangements, and there were 56 learners on that programme in 22-23, and there are currently 31 active learners on programme in 23-24, and that's across North, West and the Children's Trust. So employees within both of the teams are in scope of the disaggregation. So to deliver the apprenticeships in-house, it's a legal requirement that all apprenticeship providers have to be officially recognised by the Register of Apprenticeship Training Providers. Members may recall that there's no option for West to currently have that register to become an apprenticeship training provider, and that's because the register closed indefinitely some time ago. So the North do have that. That risk was highlighted at the Shared Services Joint Committee in October 2022, and that was the key reason why this disaggregation was reprofiled. The fact the register remains closed means that West aren't able to continue to deliver in-house apprenticeships like North, and in that circumstance it means that we aren't able to disaggregate, and TUPE situation cannot apply. So in other words, we can't transfer staff to the West because they won't be able to deliver that service. Consequently, the amount of work carried out by that team will diminish, and that may trigger a redundancy situation if no suitable redeployment options exist. So at present, the IAA arrangement with West includes a recharge to West for 50% of the net cost of the service delivery, and the net budget for the whole apprenticeship service, including the IAA contributions in 2023, was 192k for North. However, it was a net cost north of 210k in 22-23. There was a budget pressure for North of circa 18k. Therefore, the recharge to West for the apprenticeship training provider and DAS functions was also 210 for 22-23. So once that service disaggregates, the IAA income from West will no longer be received by North, and the shared risk arrangement will no longer be applicable. So following a financial appraisal of the whole apprenticeship service, the apprenticeship in its current form is deemed to be non-viable and unsustainable as it is not currently delivering value for money. The in-house apprenticeship provider team only has capacity and expertise to deliver a limited type and number of apprenticeships internally. So there are a number of options that are contained within the report. In paragraph 5, you'll see there's option 1, which is do nothing and remain as a hosted service. We have option 2, disaggregate both apprenticeship functions with the 50-50 split. And then option 3, disaggregate the hosted DAS apprenticeship service, withdraw the delivery of in-house apprenticeships with the HR service. So the recommendations, as contained at paragraph 3, are that members approve the disaggregation of the Learning and Development Apprenticeship DAS team by the 31st of March 2024, and also approve the withdrawal of the apprenticeship provider service within the HR service. There's also some recommendations which are NNC specific, which refer to the transfer of the management of the NNC apprenticeship status, and also for NNC to note the Council's commitment to continuing to deliver on the service level agreements to Milton Keynes Council and Northamptonshire Children's Trust. So myself or Alison are happy to answer any questions, members.
Thank you for that, Adele. That's really helpful. Members, you see the recommendations in front of you. Did you have any questions in relation to the report and the very in-depth briefing that Adele Wiley has just given? No. So the recommendations, as you can see, are at 3.1. The reasons for the recommendations are also at 3.2. I assume that you've all made yourself familiar with those and you're happy to support those recommendations. Thank you very much. Okay, that brings us to the end of the meeting. There's no urgent items on the agenda, so that's the close of the meeting. Thank you very much for your time.